Male Empowerment Network.
MEN.
Brother to brother. Oh, my brother.
Welcome to our second episode of MEN, the Male Empowerment Network. Today I vibes in with my brother, Campbell. Campbell, tell them what we're going to be talking about today, please.
Today we're going to be talking about struggle versus strengths. Why we have to struggle in life and how that equates to strength. So today is a vibe.
Today had to be a vibe, you know. But I want to start off the podcast hot and sweaty. I really want to know what does struggle versus strength mean for you, boy?
Yeah, sometimes, first and foremost, as a young man, I never understood what it means to struggle. While struggling for to what ends. And really and truly, going to the gym, the man has really pushed me. I was really be struggling. I'm buckling. But at the end, the following day, next week, I realized I could conquer that weight.
Definitely.
In strength. And as my granny, who used to son always told me, by Jamel, you're struggling for a cause. Struggle leads to strength.
Definitely.
And life is a struggle, so you overcome.
Yeah.
And that's what it means to me. But with you, what that means, because you're strong,
Yeah.
that means in the gym you're real struggle.
Well, I try not think to be strong. Right? We we're gonna bring on somebody very shortly who we could say strong, But struggle versus strength. I always like my anecdotes and my sayings and stuff like that, and I always like the idea of the lily in the valley, because when you think about the lily in the valley, you think about the struggles that flower that's had to go through, that little plant that's had to go through before it becomes the whitest flower.
Yeah, right.
Among the mud in the valley, among all the dirtiness. You understand? So struggles definitely bring strengths. When you think about the gym as well, the simple concept, you had to break down muscle in order to get stronger, or to break down muscle to leave room to build muscle.
But yeah, man, when you're in the gym and you struggling, I say you're balling out and let go. Tell me how you're tied into strength. What happening there within that struggle? Right? What it is?
To me, it's just like a motivation. It's just like, it's help you go through the struggling phases. And sometimes you just need that when you think about, in life as well. Yeah. When things get hard, sometimes you want to cry. Yeah. When things get hard, sometimes you just want to shout. You want to exclaim. I think personally that is help with getting to that strength. It is help with getting over sometimes the fear. Sometimes it is help with getting over the work itself as well. Right. So it's like a train, and a train going down a track. The steam coming out on top. Exactly, yes, the steam coming out on top is the what you call it, the exclamations you're making in the gym when you're lifting that heavy weight.
I want to ascribe that to us having like a coach in life too, because sometimes you're encouraging yourself, come on, let's go. And sometimes you're going through a struggle and you need somebody within that circle to do that same thing you've been doing in the gym.
Definitely.
Tell them, come on, hey, you could overcome.
Yeah.
You're more than a conqueror, we could do this.
Yeah.
Because there are times in my personal life when I could not have seen the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, that is important.
And I needed somebody to tell me, hey, come on, you could do it.
Yeah.
Let's push on.
Yeah.
So I kind of align the two and say, hey, I understand. So Jamel being his own life coach in the gym,
yes.
And some of us need life coach for life to tell us, keep pressing on.
Yeah. But I think as well, and we'll go further into it, in other episodes as well. But as you mentioned, life coach, when you think about mentors, when you think about some of the things that you're going through in life, when you think about the struggles, you need to understand that no man is an island. And we need to go through this with persons, and if we don't have a small circle, per se, or mentors along the line, we need to create mentors, right? There's something we always talk about. A good friend of mine, we'll be bringing him on, we're going to be bringing him on, but don't worry, a good friend of mine, I also consider him my brother. He's always talk about virtual mentors. We talk about virtual mentors, we're talking about people like Les Brown, the TD Jakes, the E.T., the Miles, yes, we're talking about these kind of guys now. So you need to be able to create that virtual circle as well, if you can't find a physical circle, But Campbell, tell me something. We're in a pandemic right now. And, I mean, everybody would have faced the personal struggles and the trials and personally for you, what kind of struggles you would have faced, boy?
Many struggles during that time, this time, but to narrow it down, my mental health, and, the ability to to remain determined. Because in my mental health, every day now you're home, you're not doing anything. The freedom to do what you want is not there anymore. And because of being a people's person, you want to interact with people. You want to be able to say, hey, how you doing? You see, all you see is mask right in your face. You want to show somebody smiling with you, or the vex with you.
Yeah, correct.
That was some of the that was one. And then in terms of determination, because you don't have nothing to do.
Yeah.
You're home, come at a particular time, reach out at a particular time. I feel like I was in prison. You know.
Yeah. That mental health thing is something that, you know, we especially on this program, we had to touch on, boy. Because a lot of young people would have been facing mental issues. They would have been facing mental trials that they definitely, you know, some people don't even know how to cope or how to begin to cope. And I think programs like this would assist persons in beginning to overcome those struggles. You know, I've been mentoring a lot of young men in particular on a personal level.
Right.
And just to hear some of the things, you know, it has some people really don't have it financially, you know. There's some people that on a daily basis, they don't know where the next meal coming from.
It had out here, you know.
Yeah, they don't know where the next meal coming from. And sometimes it draw me to this next anecdote as well. You only know how strong you are until being strong is your only choice.
I like that. So let me make a little, according to you, let's take a little 2 steps back. What were some of your personal down moments within this pandemic, brother?
Boy, to be honest, I could agree with you in terms of the mental health aspect. You know, this year in particular has been, you know, a series of ups and downs, valleys and mountains and stuff like that. But I mean, that's life for everybody, right? But personally for me, that mental health thing, where I felt like at the beginning of the year, I was just going through a phase where I couldn't see, as you say, the light at the end of the tunnel. I couldn't see where the end of the year would end up for me. You know, and sometimes when you're not just back against the wall, but when you're in the valley and you try to look up to see the mountain, it's not as clear as day, you know.
You see more valley.
You see the valley, then a set of fog, and then it's like, what am I going to do here? How am I coming out of this? So my mental health would have been my strongest challenge, you know, because that would have impacted everything. Sometimes I didn't want to go to the gym. I call it the other day and I say, boy, we work late that night. I say, Campbell, I didn't think I could make it. We didn't even feel to get up out of bed to go to the gym that morning. But you know what? I say, Campbell, there we go. There we go. Yeah? But in terms of after the struggle, we would have faced or we would have seen certain strengths. You know, simple thing, we always talk about the gym. You had to break down that muscle to build muscle.
Yeah, because I can walk. I feel like I lost my legs the day I came to do legs. I don't understand that one.
And I could guarantee you that the next time you do legs, you ain't gonna feel it as much. And that's the same thing with life as well too. When you go through these struggles and when you go through something once, you have experience. You know, hey, I've been here already. I know how to deal with it now. You know? So, and that's what builds the strength.
So what were some of the things that you would share with people that you would have went through a struggle and they would have seen the strength probably 5 months later or 5 years later that they can recall top of your head?
I would, boy, yeah, a good question. But before I touch on the question directly as well, I wanna give this message to people as well too. We always talk about fake it till you make it. We always talk about fake it till you make it. I don't subscribe to that anymore. My thing is face it till you make it. Because when you're in the struggle, you can't fake it. You can't fake it. You have to face it. So my advice is definitely to face it until you make it. And you know, when you're in that struggle and you're facing it, then and only then you will understand and you will get to learn what you need to do to come out of the struggle. Campbell, you want to leave the people with anything before we end off this episode, boy?
I would piggyback on what you said and say that as a child before, when you hear somebody going through mental health, you think he's a mad person, you're crazy. But I would tell you, especially for men out there, mental health is a serious thing. Once you have a mind, you have a mental. And you will go through these things. But hear what? For me, I can tell you what works for me. You see God and faith? Have faith that this too shall pass by. Have faith that I'm going through this here now, but tomorrow might be a better day. So that is my message there, because talking from experience, that's what works. That's the message, brother.
Yeah. Campbell, I'll leave it to you to close this episode today for them.
Well, according to how Jamal said, I would say different. Guys, this is another episode of Male Empowerment Network, MEN. Normally I just say Male Empowerment Movement, but this time I'm getting it correct. Stay tuned for more content about life. We're touching on it.
Yeah.
Jamal and I will have persons coming on to share their experiences. And guys, this is a podcast to be on. Subscribe, like TikTok, Instagram. Listen, share some love.
Yeah.
And it's that.
And it's that.